Biblical poetry does not speak in commands. It speaks in images. That is why it has survived wars, empires, revolutions, and centuries of doubt. Because images reach places rules never can. When Scripture speaks of the waters of affliction, it is not merely describing hardship. To the ancient world, deep water was terror. It meant chaos, danger, and the loss of control. It meant being pulled beneath the surface, unsure if there was a way back to solid ground. And that image still resonates today. We may not fear drowning seas in the same way, but we know what it feels like to be overwhelmed. Anxiety that rises without warning. Grief that pulls us under. Pressure that makes it hard to breathe. Different words. Same waters. Biblical poetry does not deny suffering. It names it. It gives it language. And in doing so, it gives us permission to admit when life feels too heavy. Then there is the image of the shepherd of souls. Not a commander shouting orders from a distance. Not a ruler demanding perfection. But a presence that walks ahead, stays close, and knows every weakness of the flock. A shepherd does not drive. He leads. This metaphor speaks quietly but powerfully. It tells us that faith was never meant to be forced, that guidance does not come through fear. That care is personal, attentive, and patient. Biblical metaphors were not written to sound poetic. They were written to make the invisible visible. They show us that suffering is not ignored, that guidance is gentle, that strength is often found in surrender. When Scripture speaks of still waters, it does not promise a life without storms. It promises moments of rest within them. When it speaks of light and darkness, it does not deny the night. It declares that darkness is not the final word. These images endure because they tell the truth, not just about God, but about the human experience. They remind us that fear, doubt, and pain are not signs of weak faith. They are part of the journey itself. And perhaps that is why biblical poetry continues to echo across time. Because long before modern language existed for stress, trauma, and longing, these ancient words already understood the soul. They still do. And if we listen closely, they may yet lead us through our own waters of affliction, toward ground that feels steady once again.